So hi, I dropped out of high school and here's what I've learned since I've dropped out of high school. First of all, I'm going to tell you guys why I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school because honestly, I never really believed in myself. I hated being in school. I hated the environment. I was not good at school. Academically, I just thought I was stupid. I never really passed. And when I did pass, I would just pass. I had to go to summer school because I was that bad at English. You know, I'd write letters fucking backwards. Like, I just was not good at school. I didn't like school. I hated being there. It took a toll on my mental health. And I'm going to tell you guys what I've learned genuinely since dropping out of high school. First thing I always hear, sorry, why is my camera crooked? Is that when people say, oh my gosh, you need to complete year 12, you need to do year 11, you need to finish high school. School does not matter in the long run. I don't know why teachers tell that to students. You're going to be a loser if you don't complete year 12. It is so not true. I look at people, and people that are literally billionaires or millionaires, a lot of them didn't even make it through high school. I've heard of billionaires, millionaires, and dropping out in like year 9, 9th grade, whatever you call it. And they have advanced in a skill, whether that's being a tradie or a business person, through connections, and they are literally millionaires because of that. You just, honestly, high school it's a scam. You don't need to complete it like the way the teachers make out you do. People make out that if you don't finish high school, you're just going to be homeless. Like, that is not true. I think what I'm just trying to say for my first point is that finishing high school just doesn't matter in the long run. Like, yes, if you want to complete year 12, if you want to complete high school, you go do that. No one is stopping you. But if you're going to be a person where it's like you're going to say that, you know, oh, you need to complete high school, you need to finish high school, you know, you need that qualification, then you are just straight up capping and you are putting down others by having that opinion, because school is not for everyone. Some people are more academic, some people are more hands-on, some people are neither of those. And you know what? That's okay. School is a man-made system and it's just not for everyone. Some of the stuff they teach are boring. No one wants to learn about some of the stuff they teach, you know? But you are forced to learn. You are forced to pass these grades. And for what? So yeah, you do not need a qualification. You do not need to finish high school to get far in life. There is so many people that have dropped out halfway through high school or towards the end of high school, and they are still so successful. Honestly, it's just a mindset thing, and it's about how you go about making money and the motivation and dedication that you have. So since dropping out of high school, this is a really, and I cannot stress enough how big this thing is that I've learned. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Now when I say this, I'm not saying go get your bachelor's of arts degree, go get your psychology degree, like whatever you want to do, you can go do that. And I'm not saying to not go do that. But the biggest thing for me was making connections while dropping out of high school. When I dropped out of high school, I was determined to meet as many people as I could, just so I could get my field into the door of different things. So I really worked on advancing my social skills, how I talk to people, my maturity levels, like how I just become, like how I approach someone and how they see me and how they read me and view me as a person. And I think your social skills is a very big thing, because a lot of people do not have social skills. And I'm not saying that to put anyone down, but from talking to people, a lot of people just don't really know how to read or talk to people. And sometimes I don't know how to read people. But talking to people is something I've made a mental note to try and learn, because I know that the more you talk to people, the more people you meet, the more you get your foot into different doors of different fields, and you just don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who you're going to stumble across. That's why I make an extra effort to talk to people and make those connections. And the more people you know, the more connections you make, and the more connections you make, the more you are gonna have opportunities coming your way. And in saying that, talking to other people, at least for me, really helped me realize what I wanted out of life. I learned so many different things about life by talking to different people, and just hearing different perspectives makes you have a different perspective on life, because everyone views life so differently. And I think that's why it's really important to really make an effort to talk to people, because people can make you realize a lot about yourself. And my lucky last point in this whole video is we are constantly changing careers. You look at people and no one stays in the same career all their life. Occasionally you do get that one person, but 9 times out of 10, the one person that stays in the same career, a lot of them are really depressed and just very unhappy. I read a statistic or an article where most people change careers at least 7 to 12 times throughout their life. Because humans are constantly changing, humans are constantly growing. We get bored in the same place. If you're in the same place all your life, it gets stale. You want something more challenging, something so that you can learn from. So don't give yourself a hard time being a high school dropout, because 9 times out of 10, people don't even know what they want to do. And people go to uni or TAFE or whatever you call it. People go to college, all that stuff, to study something. And then halfway through, they're like, hold on, I don't even want to do this. Why am I doing this? And then they drop out. And then that's thousands of dollars just gone down the drain like that. So really, realistically, I did a TAFE course. It was a year. And then I realized during that TAFE course, I don't really want to do this as a career. And that's why I just focused on connections, making money, and just really taking opportunities as they come. Because when the universe gives me something, I see it as an opportunity. I'm going to take it. I'm going to learn what I need to learn from that. And I'm going to use that to grow, grow where I need to grow and advance my social skills. And really, I think for me, and my point is in all of this video is that really just kind of, if you're a high school dropout, if you want to drop out of high school because of mental health or family reasons or whatever it is, don't overthink it. Dropping out is just something that you got to do, and you got to not think about it. You got to head first, chuck your head in head first, don't think about it. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there with anxiety and contemplating, do I do this, do I not do this? And focus on you. Who cares what anyone else says, okay? You're in a path on your own. It doesn't matter what anyone else says, because it's irrelevant. As long as you are happy and you are staying true to your heart, to yourself, that is all that matters at the end of the day. So I really hope that this video had helped someone in any way that it possibly could, because honestly, I wish I knew this advice when I was dropping out of high school, but I kind of had to drop out to learn all this. And now that I've learned all this, I'm going to give it to someone else that could really, really use it. So thank you for watching. And if you've got any questions or you need any advice, the comments are open. I'm always happy to help and answer in any way I can. But dropping out of high school is honestly one of the best decisions of my life, because I am making the most money I've ever made since dropping out of high school, and I am just a lot happier as a person.